Hey world, I just want to give my quick hot take, little out of the sporadic moment thought of why I think the school systems, all of school systems, public and universities, mainly like the classic classroom structure of there being one teacher and just a row of students, and how that is just not working well, and that should change. Because something happened to me today where I was in class, I just got off of class, and I asked the teacher a question, right? But I asked the fucking teacher a question, and some motherfucker out of nowhere wants to give his fucking input, and it fucking irked me when that shit happened, you know? It's just like, motherfucker, was I asking you? And I feel like this has kind of been my problem all throughout my life with school, of why I never really asked so many questions in class, because, you know, it's just the fear of like people thinking you're dumb because you don't understand a certain thing. I mean, now I kind of don't give a fuck, but you know, that shit just happened to me. Because usually that shit hasn't been happened to me too much ever. But now this motherfucker just gave his input, and he seemed fucking dumb after the end of it, because he made me look a little dumb because he asked me a question. Like, motherfucker, I'm asking for an answer. You know, he's giving me a question to my question. It's like, I don't need this. Can you answer my question? And I don't need him answering that shit because I asked the fucking teacher. And I feel like a bunch of kids have this fear too. It's not just the fear of like, you know, asking the teacher a dumb question, or the teacher saying something mean or dumb. I think it's more the fear that a lot of kids have of not asking so many questions, because they're afraid that, you know, their fellow students are going to think they're fucking dumb, so they don't ask shit, you know? Because everyone, you know, one of the biggest fears you hear is like the fear of people talking in public, and that's what asking a question is, you know, is talking in public, and, you know, people don't want to look dumb. So really, I was getting to thinking, you know, people say a big problem with school systems is that it's such a big classroom a small classroom, but with such a big students, you know, attendance with it, you know, you hear like 30 students to one teacher. And I got that shit going on right now with universities, is like, and that's how a lot of public schools. Luckily, my public school experience was never like that, but I guess like big metro cities, yeah, I believe that's probably like that. I'm not too sure, I don't know the facts or anything, you know, this is shit I hear, but I could believe it. And, you know, little kids are just afraid to ask questions. And I was thinking, you know, big answer to that is like, all right, smaller classrooms. But even then, you know, you have 8 people and there's 8 strange kids, you know, some kids are still going to be kind of scared to ask a question. So I was kind of thinking, you know, really, should it be that it's one teacher to one student? I feel like that's honestly the best way of how a person's going to learn things, build a bond with one person. But I was like, you know, will people be okay with that? How will that even work? And my thinking was, all right, we're probably going to have way smaller population that we do. And so, you know, there you go. The big world problem is that we just got too many people, and we don't have enough adults to little kids to teach them. And then you got the second fear of people not trusting giving their kids to a strange adult. So as a world society, we gotta fix that problem. I don't know how. You know, I do know how, and I think the answer really boils down to is we need a smaller population. But then that boils down to the question of how do we do that, and how do we find a way that people can agree to that? So, I don't know. We're all fucked. School system's fucked. Motherfuckers are just spreading out. Oh, God. That really hurts me. I've been very high-strung today, too. I wanted to punch that motherfucker, or say something to him. But he looked dumb at the end of it. So, that's whatever. I don't know. Alright, that's it. Bye.